What's up? You got your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe, because today we're going to be talking about Isla Instruments S2400. Now, this can't be a what had happened was, because it's a little bit too early for that. You know, the product just came out. But I'm going to ask from your opinion, would you get it or would you not? Now, when the S2400 first came out, I must admit, I wasn't too impressed. I looked at it as, these guys, here's another company jumping on the SP1200 wave. I mean, does every company out there want to make an SP1200? You know, there's 1,000 other instruments you can make. And why is everyone jumping on the SP1200? I looked at it and I said, it got a small screen. I mean, what is this? I got to put my glasses on to see what's going on the screen. I look at it as like, okay, we're only getting 8 tracks again. Here's another unit that comes out limiting us for some reason. Not a lot going on. Your typical faders, sliders, you know, and pretty much the features are what you can do pretty much on any hardware device that's out nowadays. I really wasn't impressed until I learned more of what this piece of gear could do. Okay, first of all, it has a TR mode. And that's a mode that not only do you have your regular 8 pads here where you could bang it out and everything like that, but the program buttons on top of each pad turn into a sort of TR 808 step sequencer. Now, I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, I've seen 16 pads and a 16-step sequencer kind of thing going on. But I don't think I've ever seen 8 pads and then you can also switch it up to a 16-step like kind of sequencer. I think that's pretty creative, just the design of them doing that. Another thing that I kind of dug about the unit was its resampling capability. It's about 48K 24-bit sampling capabilities, but you can resample it into 26K 12-bit sampling capabilities. So if you have a sample, you can resample your sample and it'll sound like a vintage record player. Like, you can drop the bit rate to 12-bit. I like that. I like that. The original SP1200 was 12-bit, and I like the fact they let you drop this thing down to 12-bit. So now I could take a clean sample, make a clean loop, and resample it and make it sound like some old vintage Beatles loop or something like that. I'm gonna have EMI call me up like, listen, you stole our Beatles loop. You stole Paul McCartney's loop. We want our publishing. I like the fact that I can do that. I like the fact of the resampling capabilities. Another thing I dig about the S2400 is it has a mixer mode. It turns into like a mixer. That's kind of hot, man. That's kind of ill. Let's say if you just want to mix out to a outboard mixer, you can use the S2400 as one. Another thing I thought that was pretty dope about this machine was that whatever movement you do with the filters and knobs and everything, it records it as a motion like record. Like you actually record the real live playing of what you're doing, and it plays back in real time. Another thing I like about the unit is the quick save button right on the top right of the unit. You just press it and it saves your whole project. I think that's cool. Do you know how many like loops you got to go through with some of these pieces of gear to save your project real quick? I think it's dope that you just have a quick save right on top of the unit. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I like about this unit is, look, ma, no hands. You can track out all 8 tracks into your DAW or whatever you're tracking it out to without any cords. It does it straight through USB. To me, that's an element that gives this thing character. And I think it has now its own personality. And I think it's a good unit. And then when I thought about the screen being small, I took a look at the actual SP1200. And I realized that screen was even smaller. and you know, we didn't complain about it back then. So what are we complaining about it now? And being that this machine is kind of an ode to that machine, is kind of following in the same legacy, I can understand why they would put a small screen there. Now, one thing that I would say Isla Instruments has to be careful with this unit is just dumping it with too many features, because recently the tracking in and out with only USB with no cords needed was a recent feature that they gave it. But I know sometimes when people are requesting this and requesting that, you try to jam everything together. Sometimes when you do that, it becomes a little bit too much menu diving or too much button heavy pressing. Like all of a sudden you're pressing the shift key to do this and to do that. Your shift key now has like 40 different applications now. So they have to be careful about jamming too much things into this unit. It'll be like you going to a pizza restaurant and instead of, getting pepperoni, you just go overboard. Like, hey, could I get pepperoni and could I also get goat with that? Oh, I can? Oh, okay. Can I also get a full-size Thanksgiving turkey on it? I can? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll have that with mozzarella, onion, garlic, and pepper. Thank you, Mario. Thank you. They have to be careful not to go there. Yeah, but other than that, I think it's a good look. But what about you? Would you get it or would you not? Let me know in the comment section. So this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to go down low in the description and get that Native Styles drum kit, where you're getting some of the dopest sounds heard on any drum kit. You're getting kicks that'll literally kick you out of your house. You're getting snares that'll break your neck so fast your wife will think Beyonce just walked by. You're getting some of the flyest hats ever heard. Flyer than Kangos, flyer than fedoras, flyer than Godfather hats. All in this drum kit. So this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. And I'm signing off.